Nightcore Multiforce, Mau Mau, oh geez, what is up guys? Welcome to the stream. Lunch22, what's up man? Welcome. Jiha, welcome. Alright guys, so we're back on Treecko tonight. Kareem, welcome back to the stream. We're back on Treecko tonight, so we're going to do one encounter here before we have to reset the save. Delamus Jr., what's up man? Welcome back. Akuma, welcome back to the stream. Laruto, I'm sorry if I was not pronounced that wrong. Hope you can get it now. I hope so too. Bayotrek, what's up, man? David Gamer, welcome. Alright, well, we didn't get it first try, so we're gonna reset the save here. Hopefully, we can get some better RNG this time. Oh, Mama, time to evolve Mindless into that Milotic. Awesome. So how is everyone doing today? Because I am doing pretty well. I went for a walk this morning and got because I'm in this class for school. It's basically a physical education class where they give us a pedometer and we have to take a certain number of steps a day. So I just decided, because it's the weekend, I'd like knock half of them out for the week. Andrea, what's up? Welcome back to the stream. You're good, you're playing Earthbound? Nice, David Gamer. That's awesome. Since we passed odds this stream, we should raid someone after the stream. I was trying to find someone last time, OGs. We just couldn't, or last Treecko hunt. We just couldn't find, I couldn't find anyone that was online. I knew there was, some people brought up people that were starting like 30 minutes after I ended, but like, that'd be kind of hard to coordinate, I think. But yeah, if we can find someone at the end of this stream, that would be pretty fun. All normal at Victory Road, but he played a lot, so playing some Luigi's Mansion. Nice Munch. Good luck with the Elite Four, man. Hopefully things go well for you there. Emmanuel Gorilla, finally you're here. Welcome back. Glad to see you, man. You know, I feel like we've been doing more of the, like, restarts right at the beginning recently, and I was like, huh, I wonder why, and then I remembered it's because, normally we'd, like, end the stream right after 3 hours when we went for 3 hours a night, but now that we go for 2 instead of 3, and, like, I go a little bit longer to get to an even number, we always seem to end a Treecko hunt right on one of the 50th encounters. You can stream after the stream if there's no one else streaming. I mean, that could work, Oshis, but yeah, if we could find someone, that would be awesome. But, yeah, just last time we could not, unfortunately. And also, I started having internet issues right as we were wrapping up. Welcome back, Chronicles and John the Pikachu. Glad to see you guys here. You call 8003 if you're correct. Name it Treecko. Alright, Silly Sylveon. We'll see. That would be pretty awesome if we got it that early in the stream. Like, that would just be so hype if we could do that. After all this time, it's like, oh hey, look, it happened. First thing. You're so used to all the Mega Evolutions and Z moves. If you play a normal Pokemon game without all of it, it will be weird. Yeah, I mean, most of the newer games have had them. I guess all of the newer games, starting with Gen 6, have had them. But it's weird for me to use them. And, like, because I was just kind of bored and looking for stuff to watch on YouTube, I ended up watching, like, the replays from the, like, video game from the Pokemon tournament they had a few weeks ago in Anaheim. And and it was weird seeing people using, like, Z-moves and stuff. Because I haven't, you know, Z-moves and all that are still fairly new to me, because I'm from Gen 3. Your sister is raging over Overwatch. Yeah, I mean, your sister's pretty hardcore at it, isn't she? Want to hear why Blossom's so freaking clutch? Alright, sure, tell me. Casper, do I remember you? Of course I remember you. You were here last night. How could I forget? And Bryle, Jethro, welcome back to the stream. What's my favorite Mega? It is Mega Gengar. Basically, I don't personally like I said, Megas and stuff aren't really where I have experience with Pokemon, because most of my experience with Pokemon was either before Mega Evolutions or with shiny hunting. So Megas and Z-moves and all that really haven't been that big of a part in Pokemon for me. But shiny Mega Gengar Mega Gengar just because of shiny Mega Gengar. It fixes all of the issues with shiny Gengar. Yeah, no, from what I've heard, she plays like extremely all the time, like constantly playing it. And yeah, knowing your other sister is not that high yet, for sure, I know. Raphael, your second time here, fun to watch. Awesome, I'm glad that you enjoy it, and I'm glad to see you come back. And I hope to see you stick around some more, too. Have you ever played Pokemon Pinball Ruby and Sapphire? I have, actually. It was a long time ago. I rented it from Blockbuster and played it for a weekend and loved it. But, yeah, it was from Blockbuster, so we had to return it. And I didn't end up getting it again because I already had a Mario Pinball, which is not the same thing really at all, but my parents were like, you already have a pinball game, why would you want another one, you know? Peter Dutch plays, do I remember you from yesterday? Of course I do. Yeah, you guys who were here yesterday, it's hard to forget you guys, you know? Shiny on 9002, we'll see, Jorge. We will see. Hopefully it doesn't take that long. I want to get it in the next, 100 to 200 here, because that would mean we're about on odds. Because tonight, if we don't get it, and if we don't get it beforehand, once we pass 8,192, we will be past odds for this Pokemon, and it will technically be unlucky after that. Anytime before that, and it's lucky. Let's go for 800 subs by the end of the stream. That would be pretty hyptic if we got that. She was level 20, or not 20, 39, and Kyogre was 45, and took it down with 2 Solar Beams, and took an Ice Beam. Dude, that's crazy. No, Treecko, why you now show up? Treecko has been very stubborn about not being shiny. And this easily could end up becoming, like, a 10,000 encounter hunt, unfortunately. Emmanuel Carrillo, yes, of course I remember you. You're not putting up any of your Pokemon not after last time you've learned your lesson. Yeah, you put some very risky odds on the hunt yesterday for sure. Manu, are you late to the stream? Not at all. We actually just started 8 minutes ago, so you're right at the beginning here. Rune, I got this. I know I do. We're definitely gonna get this thing before full odds here. And welcome back to the stream, Rune. Theagoo13, thank you for the sub. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that. Did I get Charmander? Daniel, we did not get Charmander, unfortunately. Basically, what we're doing is we alternate each stream between Treecko and Charmander because Treecko streams were taking really long and we weren't getting anything, so we decided to mix it up. And once we catch a Pokemon, it'll appear right up there in that previous encounter box. Random guy, what is up? Welcome to the stream. I'm still so nervous we're going to reset over this. Like, we've been going for so long, I feel like that's what's going to happen is we're just going to miss it. Yeah, stream overlaps with school generally. I understand, for sure. Yeah, unfortunately, like, I set up all the streams and stuff while it was still summer, so a lot of people... I know a lot of people that used to tune in, especially I switched the schedule, which pushed it closer to, I know, a lot of people's school time. Unfortunately, but it just works. It works better for me, because it gives me time to do things after the stream that I need to do, and my classes are set up, so I get out of school pretty early every day. But yeah, I understand that a lot of people have school and everything, and a lot more people have it starting up on Tuesday as well. ever thought about Twitch live streaming? I've considered it. Like I've said before, I don't know what I would do to like distinguish what I stream on Twitch versus what I stream on YouTube. Because right now the only real reason I'm streaming on YouTube is just because YouTube archives all of my stuff instantly. Like it immediately uploads it as a video afterwards, while Twitch like will save a stream, but it'll only save the stream for a couple weeks. You got the Shiny Zigzagoon? We haven't gotten the Shiny Zigzagoon yet either. Manu and Pokener, what is up? Welcome back to the stream. Mr. Moon, welcome to the stream. Do I like Rick and Morty? I haven't watched much of it. I watched the first episode, and it was okay. It was just kind of, it was hard to get into, and knowing those types of shows, I know if I keep watching, I'll probably actually get into it. But it's just going to take a while for me. It's going to take a good bit for me to actually, like, want to get into it. Like, I'm going to need free time to just sit down and be like, alright, I'm going to watch Rick and Morty today. What's my reaction when I find that shiny? I don't know what it'll be. Like I've said before, first off, this is like completely new to me in the sense of you know, how this hunt's going, with it being my first time streaming a hunt. It's my first full odds hunt. It's my first like soft reset hunt. It's a lot of firsts, so I don't even really know how I'm gonna react once we get it. But, and I think it'll be a little bit more exciting than I have generally been recently with my SOS hunts. Oh no! I keep doing this. But with my SOS hunts, I always end up, I got to the point where I had done so many of them that I was like, oh hey, look, a shiny, you know, that kind of thing. Where it wasn't like super excited, it was just, that's what my goal was, and I got it. But it's going to be different with this, because this has been going for so long. Definitely going to be excited. Probably not like A-Drive levels of screaming or anything, but I will be very excited. I don't even think I could get up and like move around the room like he does when he gets a shiny, just because my bed is like right here, and then my desk is literally like the length of my forearm is the amount of space I have between my desk and my bed. So it's kind of hard to get out of. I can stream Overwatch. I could, I would have to make sure my computer could handle doing Overwatch and the stream at the same time. And I would also, like, I've been having the internet issues recently, which is why I haven't played like any multiplayer games recently. Even most of the time, if you like see on Discord, you know, it shows like what games you're playing. Most of the games I've been playing are things like Grand Theft Auto, Doom, not really much else. Occasionally like other single player games for a little bit, just because I can't trust my internet to like go into something. Like if I wanted to Overwatch and I tried to do competitive or something, and my internet just dies, then I'm out of the match. You know, or I'm like lagging the whole time and stuff like that, you know? So once I deal with the internet issues, I would love to stream stuff like Overwatch and Rocket League, especially with like a lot of my friends who play it too. Use a cheat code when you give up. Well, Mr. Moon, I actually can't use cheat codes. This is a legitimate cartridge, which means I cannot just use cheat codes or an emulator or anything to generate the shiny. Do I ever get tired of shiny? I think not really. Even when I'm just doing it constantly on my 3DS or something, and I'm not streaming, it's not boring to me. Like, I really enjoy shiny hunting. I love the payoff at the end of it. And now with these, and normally, like when I'm shiny hunting against Sun, the payoff generally happens within the next day or two at most. But with these streams, it keeps it really interesting because, you know, I have all of you guys to talk to, which is really what makes it exciting. Did I catch Charmander yesterday or no? Paleotrek, we did not catch Charmander yesterday. Unfortunately, we got up to encounter 1100 though. But no, unfortunately, no shiny Charmander for us yet. You have a shiny Milotic. Now I am a shiny, handsome Milotic. I am glad. And you said it's a female one too, right? Because that's the one that has the longer hair too, which is awesome. Tomorrow is school. Oh man. In America, most school starts back on Tuesday actually, because we have Labor Day off for like everything. So even though I've been at school already, I still have tomorrow off. Like tomorrow's makes it a 3-day weekend. Oh no, you lost subs, Pokener. That stinks. I feel you, man. I found that I generally lose like 1 or 2 subs every day I don't stream. You know, it happens, unfortunately. But yeah, at your numbers still, even like 10's not actually that big of a loss. It definitely feels like it, but it's not. It's really not that many. You have no videos and have 110 subs. Lol. Hey, I mean, maybe you can start making videos and you have a jump start because you already have 110 people to watch them. How many years or months do I plan to stream for? I don't know. I just kind of started this over the summer as something to do. And it's kind of taken off way more than I thought it would, honestly. So I'm not sure. I'm not actually sure how long I would do it for. I think it would just kind of depend on how life goes, really. I feel like I'll definitely be able to stream for at least, you know, the year. Hopefully for the next, like, 2 years, because I'll still be in school. So I won't really have much to do, or, like, much stopping me from doing it. But after that, once I, like, actually start looking into, like, work and stuff, it'd be different figuring it out. And just, you know, it's seeing how life goes. But I don't plan on stopping anytime soon. In Colorado, in the mountains, and finally got Wi-Fi. Awesome, Tristan. Congrats on getting the Wi-Fi so you can tune into the stream. Who has an inappropriately named Pikamuku? Shiny now, please. I know, right? You know, if we could get it, like, right now, that would be fantastic. What's my favorite game? Probably Pokemon. Aside from Pokemon, it's Rocket League, for sure. I haven't played it as much recently, because basically I found I got the same enjoyment out of Pokemon with none of the stress. As soon as Sun and Moon came out, I started playing those. Because, like, I get really competitive. And so when I'm playing Rocket League, I'm extremely competitive, and I get super stressed out when I start losing rank. And I tilt super easily. Sorry if you're quiet, you're also playing GTA 5. I completely understand, Akama. I completely understand. Did I see your banner? I did, actually, ZT. It looks pretty cool, I think. Oh no, something's... Whoops. Alright, there we go. We are good. Like, something glitched out in my chat for a second, but we're all good now. Name the tree. Name what tree, silly Sylveon? PS4 or Xbox One, PC. I haven't played on any of the next gen, or the, like, current gen now consoles. At this point, they're current gen. Even though everyone says next gen, they're current gen at this point. The last console I played on, aside from the Switch, because the Switch is essentially a handheld in my opinion. Yeah, so, like, the newest console, the Switch, I guess. But before that, in terms of Xbox and PlayStation, the newest console I played on is a 360. Can't speak for you, but when you got your shiny Mewtwo, it felt like a dream. It was too good to be true. Honestly, I feel like that's how this could feel at the end of the day. Treecko, how many soft resets? We are at 8,030 soft resets as it stands. Sorry if there was a little bit of lag there, guys. My internet dipped. It didn't go down, so the stream never went offline, but it did dip for a second. Speaking of which, I've started, like, recording the stream, like, the singular stream for the day, just in case we actually get the Treecko, so I had to go back and do that. Yeah, so, like ZT Front said, we are now doing encounter / soft reset 8,030, which was not shiny, unfortunately. Who is my favorite shiny Pokemon? That is Shiny Milotic. It's gonna take a while, it seems. It's already taken a while. Hopefully it doesn't take much more of a while, because we're getting really close to full odds, which is insane. You're eating a ham sandwich. Ham sandwiches are pretty good. You're Spanish. Awesome. Keep forgetting that I am streaming. How dare you, says he. How dare you? How dare you forget about these amazing streams? Brandon the Gamer Boyd, what is up? Welcome back to the stream. You're calling 8192 alright room. You're calling on odds. We'll see. You go to your 3DS. Alright. Name it odds and Treecko is 8192. We'll see what we do if we actually get it on 8192. Turn on Omega Ruby. Oh. Yep, Atrid, we are still going for it. Also, good luck. Thank you, Shadow Killer. I appreciate it. Have I heard of Gadget Hack Wrench? I have not. After 2 streams, still haven't gotten it. It's actually after like 30 streams. This is like day 30 or something. You're calling 9,000 when we get there. Alright. Alright, Rune, so Sylveon has 8192, so you're taking 8191. Alright. Is fast forward on? It is not, because there's no way to fast forward in this one. Because this is an actual Emerald cartridge, so it's not like an emulator where I can just hit fast forward and go quicker. Text speed is set to fast though. On your favorite Pokemon YouTuber, that's awesome to hear, Brandon. I really appreciate hearing things like that. You know, not like it just inflates my ego or something, but it's really cool that you guys actually like this. To the person eating the ham sandwich, you raise your roast beef sandwich with potato chips. Oh. Roast beef, I definitely prefer over ham. But over that, I actually kind of prefer, like, turkey. Have I heard of a Disney cartoon called Rescue Rangers? I think I've heard of it. I've never seen it. Been here since 892. Yeah, that was super early on. That was, like, maybe like stream 3 or 4 at that point. Oh, I make you smile. Well, you guys make me smile, you know. Will I ever make a series? I'm actually working on one right now a little bit, CT. I just have to figure out exactly how I want to capture and edit stuff for it. Because live streams is basically, you know, I have the layout and I just kind of stream it and that's how it goes. But with an actual like pre-recorded thing, I have more freedom to kind of mess with stuff, so I'm looking at that a little bit more. Still no Treecko. Yeah, Zach. We are still going for this Treecko. It is being very stubborn. Hopefully we can get it soon, though. Oh, you'll name it Meep if it's 8191. Alright, Rune. Next gamer join in. What is up? Welcome back to the stream. Do you think we can be friends? Of course. You love the move Attract. It's so trolly. Yeah, you're just like, haha, suddenly your Pokemon can't attack mine. Can we know which series? It's probably going to be like some kind of randomizer. I want to do like a randomizer or like a Nuzlocke or something throughout like every gen that I can sequentially. While you're having a good time watching YouTube, you remember the live stream. Ah, I got you. Be right back. Alright, Scorpion Legends, welcome to the stream. Lorula, you didn't find it yet? Yeah, it's really annoying. It is a very stubborn Pokemon to hunt. Just full odds hunts in general can be pretty rough like this. You just added me on Discord. Will I accept? I will after the stream. I just have to... I don't look at anything aside from the stream while I am streaming. What game do I play for the series? Probably Pokemon Red. That's the one that I've been looking into so far. Like I said, I'm going to try to do one in like Gen 1, then Gen 2, then Gen 3, and move up like that. But like I said, I have to figure out the way to actually start first. Does a track go to 100% with Serene Grace? I don't know. Have people hate on me? Like, have people not liked it? I've had some people there are obviously going to be some people that don't like it, you know, if they don't like shiny hunting and stuff, but I never let, like, anyone like that get to me, you know? You're hunting shiny Johto starters right now. Awesome, Silly Sylveon. Good luck to you. My RAR 1001. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Am I playing Pokemon Emerald on a Game Boy? I am playing it on a GameCube. They have an attachment for it called the Game Boy Player, which lets you play Game Boy games on the GameCube. And so I'm actually using a GameCube to play. If I do a randomizer, just keep naming random Pokemon against Sezzy. Every single Pokemon is named Sezzy. Shiny Hunt in Gen 1 like a man. I would if I had a way to move it up. Like, if I could do Virtual Console, I might try doing a hunt. But I don't have it on Virtual Console, and I can't, like, stream that right now. And I only have Pokemon Yellow in terms of Game Boy Pokemon games. So, like, I don't have Gold, Silver, or Crystal, so I wouldn't even be able to, like, check for them now. They could just be stuck on Yellow until the battery dies. Am I recording different videos than shiny hunting? I'm working on it, Patrick. That's what I think ZT was asking about. Is I am currently trying to set stuff up so I can record some things. I haven't had time the past 2 days because I've been really lazy and woken up really late. But yeah, I just need to figure out, I know I have access to some kind of editing software that I need to just, like, actually get the name of, because my dad bought it for my sister to do stuff. And so I know I have access to editing software, I just have to, like, download it and set it up. And I have to figure out, like I said, how I would actually want to record it. Because, you know, I don't know would I do face cam with it, I probably wouldn't, you know, I just gotta figure out, like, how I would do it and how I would edit it and stuff. So it's a process, but it is a work in process. It is a work in progress. You consider me a madman if I shiny in Gen 1. There are some ways to make it a little bit easier than it could be. But yeah, for the most part, it is kind of ridiculous. It is kind of ridiculously hard to do. Because you have to have the Pokemon up to a certain level so that you can even see if the... Like, you have to go up to a certain level for the stats to accurately show which DVs your Pokemon has. You can like the Game Boy, you can love the Game Boy Advance and the GameCube. They're not competing systems. They actually go hand in hand with each other. You're getting annoyed with that, Treecko. Hey, I feel like if you get annoyed, then it's just going to be scared to show up. Shiny hunting was introduced in Gen 2. You would have to get the perfect stats, then trade it up to Gen 2. Exactly, Atrid. That's what we're kind of talking about and joking. And that's why I say, like, you would have to level up the Pokemon really high, like, to level 50 or so, to make sure that the DVs are actually the right DVs. Because otherwise, you know, very close stats that aren't quite shiny, like they're one value off from being shiny, would show up as the same stats until you trade it, and then it wouldn't be shiny. Because in Gen 1, there were no colors. Exactly. That was kind of one of the reasons, the fact that the Game Boy Color had colors was kind of the reason they did shinies. But yeah, the way shinies worked in Gen 2 was in a way that Gen 1 Pokemon could be shinies when you traded them up. You have to have the exact right stats. Like, basically you have to be able to know that it's a shiny without actually seeing it be shiny. Nelson Afonso, welcome to the stream. So technically, if you didn't care which starter you got in Heart Gold Soul Silver, the odds go from 1 in 8,192 to 3 in 8,192. Exactly. That's one of the great parts about Heart Gold Soul Silver. I'd love to do a hunt in that, but it's kind of hard to do when I don't have a way to capture DS footage. Majestic Ethan, what is up? Welcome back to the stream. If you're downstairs listening to the stream with your headset that's connected to your computer and you're watching the stream on your phone, there you go, OGs. That is the ultimate setup. You tried shiny hunting the birds and it took 2 years to stay at 1. That is crazy. Hopefully we don't end up going nearly that long. How is it going? It is going well, Cursed. How is it going for you? And Vanillix, welcome back to the stream. You were hunting a shiny starter in Pokemon Black and you have almost 7,000 soft resets. That's pretty crazy, Lori. I mean, we are up there past that as well, but yeah, it's kind of crazy, isn't it? Once you start getting that high. Raphael, have I ever played any instruments? Not since like the recorder in elementary school. I'm not the most artistic person, because what it really is like, I'll get the idea of what I want to do, or I'll like an idea of being really good at something, and then if I'm not 100% perfect, I get too frustrated and kind of give up. Which I know is like a very bad way to go about things, but that's just unfortunately how it is for me. What is my real name? Sorry if I said it before. Well, my real name is Ian. Can you imagine trying to catch Shiny Scyther or Pokemon like him in the Safari Zone? Ooh, yeah, no. It's... When the Pokemon can run away, it's terrifying. You're doing the same, but got a Shiny Zigzagoon. The Gaming Wolf, rip. But if you're in Emerald, that's actually a good thing. If you're in Ruby or Sapphire, I feel you, man. That's rough. But if it's in Emerald, the RNG is messed up in a way that you can actually make that become a Shiny Treecko pretty quickly. Friday and Saturday were so much fun. Well, what did you do on Friday, Saturday, Vanillix? I feel like you may have mentioned it, but I have forgotten. Cooper, what is up? Welcome back to the stream. What's my favorite Pokemon gen, Nelson? That would actually be Gen 3. Sexy Mustache, welcome back to the stream. But yeah, so Gen 3 is my favorite gen, as well as Hoenn being my favorite region. But aside from that, Sun is actually my favorite game. Mostly because I've done all of my shiny hunting in Pokemon Sun. Like, that cartridge at this point has almost 900 hours on it, in terms of the save. I've lost a few hours, so like, my DS randomly shuts off. I need to look into a new one, even if I didn't look into a cap card one. It's just like, it randomly turns off. I legit lost a Goldeen hunt today because I closed it, made lunch, came back, and opened it up, and it was just off. Not dead, not like the battery died or anything. It had full battery. It just died, and it wouldn't turn on until I plugged it into a charger, and then as soon as I unplugged the charger, it was back at 100%, which was... It's so dumb that it does that, and I either need a new battery or a whole new 3DS, and I'm concerned that it's the second one. You stayed up till 1 AM on Saturday. That's pretty crazy. Favorite gen is 2, 5, and 6. Fair enough. Your favorite game is Alpha Sapphire. Alpha Sapphire is up there in one of my favorite games. That's actually how I got back into Pokemon. After having not played it for a while. I had finally gotten a 3DS, and I wanted a Pokemon game, and we were about to go on a trip to go see my grandparents, so I ran by the store and picked up Alpha Sapphire the night before, just so I could have something to play on, like, the massive car drive to my grandparents' house. It's like 6 to 8 hours, depending on traffic. And yeah, I beat the whole game by the end of the weekend. Like, I was like, oh yeah, Pokemon was so fun, you know? Because it had been I hadn't played since Pearl at that point. Like, it had been a real long time. How do you actually fix the internal battery error messages? So in order to do that, you need to get a new battery. You can take the cartridge apart and put a new battery in it, but the Gaming Wolf, I would say don't do that until you get the shiny. Because if you've seen a shiny Zigzagoon, and the battery is dead in any of the 3 games, it means that you're actually really, really close to getting a shiny Treecko or shiny whatever starter. Because it messes with the RNG when the battery's dead. And with Emerald, it messes with the RNG no matter what. And basically the same exact point in time, like if you change the timing on how you did inputs to like get that Zigzagoon, it can become whatever starter you want just by like inputting a little bit faster. But what are expensive? You want a Capcard 3DS, but they're expensive. I know. Yeah, I mean like they're almost $500, not even counting shipping, because I haven't even looked into shipping on them yet because it's already a high enough price at like $480 for a new 2DS capture card, and then $500 for a new 3DS capture card. Like they're not cheap. Is he shining Honey Trio for about a month? 30 days. 30 days of streaming. That's not even counting the days I didn't stream / now the Charmander days. It's been 2 months since I started this hunt. I started this hunt right at the end of June, actually. Jay, the program, how's it going? It's going pretty well for me. How is it going for you? Oh no, is your second Emerald you're talking about, is your first Emerald's battery is fine. Okay, well, okay, yeah, so you just have to replace the actual battery inside the cartridge. There are a lot of tutorials online. It requires, depending on if you want to do it right or do it messily, it can require, like, soldering and stuff. I'd look up how to replace a battery in Gen 3 cartridges. There are plenty of tutorials on how to do it, but you have to replace the battery. There's no other way around it, unfortunately. But yeah, since you're an Emerald, you said you had a shiny Zigzagoon. You're actually really close to getting that Treecko, though. There's a reason you'll see me resetting the save every once in a while, which, guys, tell me if I have or haven't, because I think I've just gone like 12 encounters past the need to reset. Electro, welcome to the stream. And Natsu, what's up? Welcome back. You're getting a power save at the end of the week, so you can get those events that you missed out on. Alright. As fun as it is, we continue to watch. You can't watch while doing schoolwork because the internet's a hotspot on the other side of the house. Alright, see you later, Rune. Glad to see you stop by the stream. You don't know if you told me then, but now you have a shiny Shaman, Giratina, and Lugia in Sun. That is awesome, Natsu. You know, I got about 200 subs in about a month. Yeah, it's actually kind of crazy how many subs we've gotten, because if you average out the number we've gotten, we're at like, you know, 780, I think, is the number we were at the beginning of this stream. And we've only been streaming for a little over... Sorry guys, that's still an unfortunate issue right now. That is still an ongoing problem, but we are back. We are back now. Sorry for the delay. Just got a shiny Rockruff last stream. You got a Honedge, but today is Rockruff. Awesome. I do remember EJ the Programmer. Yep, it is back. Yep, stream dying. Yeah, not too. Unfortunately, the stream has been dying recently. And yep, it is back, Blue Pearl. Yep, we can't hear you well. Is that just like an issue with volume, or is that an issue with like actual sound? You hate Harry Potter movies, you prefer Lord of the Rings. Personally, like, I think we actually talked about this before. I said the only ones I've even like come close to finishing in terms of the series of fantasy movies is like Harry Potter, or Star Wars, I guess, is one that I've actually finished. But like, I haven't finished Harry Potter, and I haven't actually watched all of Lord of the Rings yet either. Am I breaking up? Okay. Not to try, like, refreshing the stream. That might help. This stream is slightly annoying. You just got a shiny Treecko? That is awesome, the Gaming Wolf. Like I said, since you saw that Zigzagoon, that meant you were really close. You subbed a notification bell, so you knew, but you're watching Flash, so you couldn't. That is all good, Jay. You're here now, which is all that matters, man. You want to get into stream Pokemon? How did I grow my channel? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know how it happened. But yeah, it just like suddenly started taking off. Like at first, I started streaming just like show my friends. That's really all that ended up happening. And T-Tune, good luck with the hunt. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Because Harry Potter is way better and more creative. I mean, Lord of the Rings is pretty good too, from what I've seen of it. But Harry Potter definitely is my favorite of the two, just because I've actually read most of the stuff. You're going to use the clone glitch now. Yeah, the Emerald thing where you can... I mean, there is the fact in Emerald where now you basically know that you're always pretty close to getting a shiny if you soft reset the game. What came first, Game Boy Color or Game Boy Advance? Game Boy Color. Shiny Umbreon, thank you for the sub. You might start shiny hunting, but you'll have to use an emulator because you don't have a Game Boy player or anything. I mean, yeah, fair enough. I actually, this isn't even mine, this is my friend's. I lucked out in that I started asking my friend around with my friends, like, hey, does anyone have a GameCube that I can like buy from them or borrow? And one of my friends, was actually a mod in the stream, Brad. He's like, yeah, I have one. And I was like, alright, great, I'll also like get a Game Boy player. And he's like, no, I have that too. Which was fantastic, because it meant I didn't have to like buy anything. I'm just borrowing this from him, and he was kind enough to let me bring it with me out to college. So yeah, it's like, they're not too expensive to get, but they are still, you know, they do cost money, unfortunately, especially like when you start looking on eBay for them and stuff. Yeah, Game Boy Color did come first, because, you know, Game Boy Color still used the old Game Boy cartridges. In 8,666 encounters, I'll get it. We'll see, Shiny Umbreon. We'll see. You have a Game Boy, but or GameCube, but not the Game Boy player. Fair enough. They're actually not that hard to get. It's just getting it in the disc at the same time is a little bit difficult. But yeah, using an emulator still works as long as you aren't worried about not being able to trade the Pokemon up to future games. Chris Khalifa raid again. Well, welcome to the stream, guys. The Wizard, welcome back. You'll realize albinos are just shiny humans. In a sense, yeah. Albinos are kind of a shiny in a way, yeah. You might start streaming stuff like this at some point and set up donation stores, things like that. I mean, that could always work. I mean, yeah, you can't judge. I set up donations as well, hopefully to... Honestly, even if it doesn't actually get completely paid for or something, I would just be okay with, not having to front the entire... Like, basically, I want to go out and buy one of those cap cards soon. It's just I can't justify buying it, like, straight up paying $500 for it. You're playing Game Boy Advanced while I see you. Awesome, Shadow Killer. Kirito Gaming, good luck. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I hope you get a shiny. You've seen people get shinies in like 20 tries. I've even gotten shinies in like 20 tries before, Jay. Not on stream. Like, this has been on my copy of Sun, which I can't stream right now. But yeah, there are some people that get super lucky, and then there are some people that it takes like months to get anything. You got a shiny Tepig? That is awesome, Loriwa. That is amazing. Congratulations. Other than Pokemon, what other 3DS games do I have? Looking at my pile, I have like Lord of Magna, Shin Megami Tensei, Smash, Xenoblade, what else? Fire Emblem Fates. I actually haven't beaten that, and I have I have like a Hatsune Miku game as well, but that's about it. The rest of my games are just Pokemon. Gun 998. Good luck. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. How does soft reset on Game Boy Advance? A, B, start, and select. You have to press all those at the same time, and it'll restart your game. You actually started making a Pokemon fan game in RPG Maker. Really? Problem is, you're garbage at scripting, so progress is slow. Hey, I mean, there's always a good time to learn. What's my favorite shiny? My favorite shiny is Shiny Milotic. I don't know why I had to pause about that. I've answered that question a lot. And, like, it's not a new question, and I don't mind like repeating questions. It's just I'm surprised that I paused on that because it's not a new question at all. Like, new questions I actually paused for. But yeah, so it's Shiny Milotic. It just looks super nice in my opinion. I should get Kid Icarus Uprising. I've heard good things about it. I'll look into it. Like, I haven't bought many new games recently. Basically, I think Sun and Moon are the last games I bought. Favorite shiny is Magikarp. Magikarp shiny actually does look really nice. You're playing on Game Boy Advance because you want a shiny Torchic and Emerald version. Fair enough, yeah. Yeah, if I wasn't on stream, I would definitely be playing on my Game Boy. You have a shiny Milotic and Sun. Do I want it? I actually have one myself. You're back, sorry, Hedy. That is all good, Nalamas. Yeah, I actually have, most of the shinies that I really like are shinies that I've caught myself already. Partially because I've caught them, so it adds to it, and also because any shiny that I like is high priority for me to go after. So as soon as I saw my Milotic and was like, I want that, that looks so good, I instantly was like, I'm gonna go hunt this right now, and caught 2 shiny Feebas. You want to start a fan game? Fan games are kind of cool, it's just you gotta be careful, because like things like Pokemon Uranium got shut down so quickly after it came out. First step for this stuff is you need to think of a username. For what? For streaming, or username for what? Because if you're on YouTube, you already have one, don't you? Think it's a little behind for you? Jay the Programmer, yeah, it's about, when I'm streaming, I have a preview up of what you guys see, and the stream is about 1 encounter behind from when I see the chat. So if you say something in chat right now, you may be typing it at what looks like 8,097, but for me it's like 8,080 or something, or 79. It looks like I see it 1 encounter later than you think. Then it looks like I'll see it when you type it, basically. You have a cool username, your own username. Fair enough. Your username is pretty cool. Pokemon Uranium came back, though. Is it, like, fully back? Because I think what happened was... Is it, like, back officially? Because I know I didn't even get the game until Game Freak shut it down. But you could get it from, like, unofficial sites, basically. Because as soon as it was up, there was no way it was going away. It's just, like, the official page to download it went down. Like, got taken down. Pokemaster MC, you're doing a Let's Play of Emerald. I am doing a shiny hunt on Emerald right now. In the future, though, I will be doing a Let's Play once we get this shiny Treecko. But the first step is to get the shiny Treecko in the first place. Munotita, what is up? Welcome back to the stream. You want a proper one because you have a Minecraft theme one and this name is just your first name and doesn't really fit. Doesn't need a brainstorm. Fair enough. Fair enough for sure. You're watching shiny fails. Watching shiny fails equals watching horror film. I know. It's just like, oh, you didn't know that this was a way you could fail this hunt, right? Well, now you know that the game can just randomly freeze and the Pokemon's there permanently without ever being able to be caught. Or, do you remember that you're like, oh, you can soft reset over it, but who does that? Here's like 20 people doing that. Oh, the official site's back up. Really? I did not know about that. That's pretty awesome, actually. Bro, Jethro, do I remember you? I do remember you. You know what would suck if you pressed restart when you got the shiny Treecko? It would, but thankfully, in Emerald, it's not as bad. In Emerald, you can get it back. But it's still very difficult to get back. But it's not as bad as it would be in any other game. Shiny female Milotic is so fabulous. I know. That's why I caught two Feebas. One was a male, one was female. And even though I think the male technically had better stats, just because I prefer aesthetics, I made the female one the Milotic. Do I watch any Let's Players? I haven't watched as many as I used to. But thinking about ones I still follow a little bit, I follow like Ethos Lab and his Minecraft stuff, and then there's like the Let's Play channel, you know, Achievement Hunter guys. I'll watch them do stuff, but there are very few. Like Etho, I think is like the only Let's Play series I still follow now. I used to follow things like Syndicate Project, but he kind of stopped. I followed him up until like episode 300 when he changed everything up, and it took him 3 months to do so. I used to watch BOO, but I kind of fell out of... like, most of the Let's Players I would watch were Minecraft guys, and I kind of fell out of Minecraft, and subsequently, like, fell out of watching Minecraft Let's Players. So really the only channel I've kind of followed through and through that's a Let's Play type channel is Achievement Hunter / Let's Play. Think you have to eat dinner soon? That is all good, Jay. Gotta go, you know, we weren't here for very long. Best luck. Well, I hope to see you again next game or joining. Thanks for stopping by. I also still think that I didn't reset my save at 8050, but we're just gonna keep going at this point. We're closer to 8100 than we are to when we should have reset at this point. Pokemon Sapphire, on the DS Lite, you got a shiny Kyogre for a second, and on the DS Lite, the cartridge is not going all the way in the system, so you cried, but only for like 30 minutes. Oh, did it lock up on you there? That stinks. That really stinks, but yeah, it's because you can bump the cartridge a bit more easily. H2O Gamer, you subscribed. Well, I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. Ever heard of Chugga Conroy? He's a Let's Player. I've heard of him. I've watched a few of his videos. I haven't watched much, though. Majestic Taiwan, welcome back to the stream. Have I failed a shiny? I have not shiny Umbreon. We have actually not failed any shinies yet. Especially on stream, because we haven't had any shinies to fail. But just in general, I haven't yet, knock on wood, you know, because I've caught over 100 shinies in my copy of Pokemon Sun, and I have yet to mess one up. But hopefully that continues to be the way. If your English isn't good, it's because you're Brazilian. That is all good, shiny Umbreon. I understand. You'll feel you can play Game Boy games on the DS. That was a really nice feature. I wish they could have continued it, but they did. They continued it with the DS games and the 3DS. The one that I'm kind of disappointed is like the DSi didn't have the ability to play original Game Boy games. Your favorite Let's Play Pokemon channel was Luroy. I had never heard of them. You've only failed a shiny in Pixelmon. Well, there you go. At least you haven't failed one in Pokemon. Mimicry, welcome to the stream. Cole Costello, what'd you miss? You haven't missed much. We've been going for about 50 minutes tonight, and we have yet to see any kind of shinies. But we actually are like 101 encounters away from hitting full odds, which is just crazy. We're gonna hit 8192 tonight, which is just insane to think about. Filippo, what is up, man? Welcome back to the stream. Tixelpip could be good, yeah. That one's nice because at least then you don't have the at least then you don't have that issue you said you had with the Minecraft stuff, where like it's not, you know, it's unique and it's not like related to something, so you're not locked into doing one thing with it like you would be if you made it like a Pokemon name or something. How many encounters am I gonna go to? I'm not sure actually, Jay. We're basically just gonna go until we get it. So whatever encounter Treecko pops up on. If you're looking for a way to contact each other, I know Discord is definitely an option, and I have a server set up down there below if you want to join in. JJ Perez, what's up, man? Welcome back to the stream. And your vacation's over, Filippo. That stinks, but I hope you had a good time, and I'm glad to see that you made it home safe. 'Cause you mentioned on, I think it was Friday, so either Friday or Thursday, you mentioned that you had to get off to go home. So glad to see you made it home safe. Where do ILQ? I don't. Oh, where do I live? Okay, so I live in the U.S. I live in the East Coast of the U.S. That's about as specific as I get. You're gonna use it, all right? That's awesome. You hatched a shiny Oranguru and you're happy. That is awesome. I need one of those. I also need blanking on the name of the other one. Why am I blanking on the Simeon? I need one of those two. I was thinking Pangoro, which is another Pokemon, but it's not the related Pokemon. You can't copy and paste. You can't copy and paste anything that looks like a link or an email in the chat. I don't believe. Basically, they don't want you being able to spam stuff in the chat or post any information like that. You're still happy tomorrow is Labor Day. Me too. Getting that extra day off of school. You're going back to school on Tuesday, you're stressed about it. I understand, Cooper, I understand. Yeah, a lot of people are going back to school on Tuesday. Where do I live? Answer Earth. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Passimian, exactly. Yeah, I was blanking on it, but I need that, and I need an Oranguru. Should I do a redo of each event so no one will action replay? That would be nice. I don't know if they'll do that, though. There are a lot of events that they only even ran in Japan, and then there are events that they set up and they didn't do at all, that you need action replay to do if you really want to do them. You're off of school as well tomorrow. That is awesome, Vanillix. Yeah, Labor Day is pretty hype because it's a 3-day weekend. I went for 2 weeks of school and then I get a little bit of a break, which is always nice to have that extra time to kind of relax and take a breather. You don't have school until the 11th because of the hurricane. Oh, yeah. Oh, are you out near Texas or something, Pokemaster? Yeah, I can understand them delaying it because of that. That was pretty serious. Playing on a Game Boy Advance because you want a Torchic. Yeah, Shadow Killer, that is awesome. I hope you get that Torchic. You won't have school until next Monday. That's awesome, Lorila. I've been in school since August 21st. You've been going to school since August 14th. Yeah, I think that's about the same time my sister went back to Vanillix. You're at 6,000 runaways, Filippo. You're getting up there too with those numbers. I hope you get it soon, man. There's another hurricane that's coming, and it might hit Florida at full force. Yeah, I did see that. I did see there's another one building up. Hurricane Harvey Dent Batman fans. I get that. I get it. You're saying 81-22. All right, Filippo. This is the last encounter before we reset, and I need to actually reset because I forgot to do it at 80-50. Because I was super excited. All right, so we are resetting. We are going to reset the save here. School starts Wednesday for you, and you're excited to go back. I mean, that's fair enough, Dark Sonic. There were definitely times where I was excited to go back, you know. Especially near the end of high school, where a lot of the stuff I would do over the summer, I'd kind of finished up, there wasn't much left to do. And especially, like, I guess that period right at the beginning of high school where, like, you know, you didn't hang out and like, I didn't have as many friends to play with in, like, my neighborhood or something, and, like, you didn't really just want to go outside and play like you do in elementary school, but I wasn't old enough to drive a car myself or anything, so it was a lot harder to get around places. I am still hunting. I hunt it forever. It feels like that at this point. But, I mean, once we get it, it'll be super exciting. You were hunting shiny torching and accidentally you clicked on Mudkip and the Poochyena was shiny and the Mudkip too. That's insane. But you don't think that's a fail. It's not really a fail. It's a fail if, like, you see the shiny and then you don't get it. Argon, what is up? Welcome back to the stream. Maybe at 81-92, it's the odds of shiny, so it makes sense. Yeah, that's what a lot of people are kind of been thinking, is that'd be awesome if we got it on odds. That'd be super hype if that happened. Soft resets, throws Pokeball, Poochyena comes out, starts battling a shiny Treecko. There we go. That would be the goal. Yeah, there is indeed another hurricane coming. School's on the 17th for you, man. You have a good bit of time left now. You have like 2 more weeks. It's kind of hard to find shinies, and besides, you can use emulator saves. It makes it easier. You can do that, David, but we aren't using an emulator. We are actually using a legit Emerald cartridge that I've had for about 12 years now to hunt with. So there's no fast forwarding. There's no save states or anything. But at the end of the day, it means we can trade this Pokemon up to the newer games. What'd you miss? You haven't missed much. We are just continuing to hunt for this shiny Treecko. Be right back. Gonna switch to your Tixel Pip account. Alright, Cooper. See you in a few. After you get a Torchic, you are going to get a Mudkip and Oras. Alright. Did you ever watch SpongeBob, or have I ever watched it? Of course I watched SpongeBob. That was like the TV show that everyone watched at my age as a kid. I haven't watched a lot of the newer ones. Pretty much kind of stopped watching them and haven't seen many of the ones that came after the first SpongeBob movie. And I remember I saw the second SpongeBob movie, but I literally remember none of it at all. Like, I remember it happened, and I remember watching it, but I cannot remember a single bit about it. You're gonna put all of your shinies on disc? What do you mean by on disc? Like, onto one save? Because you used to love SpongeBob as a kid, you were obsessed with it. Same. Imagine getting Shiny Zigzagoon and Shiny Starter in the same encounter. That would be incredibly lucky, actually. Because, well, first off, it's just incredibly lucky it's 2 shinies, but then also because it means in this game, it means 2 shiny frames. Which is, like, the dream that you can have in Emerald, is you have twice as you're twice as likely of hitting a shiny frame, so you basically double your shiny odds. Kid J Music, you've been trying to get shinies, but because you're so impatient, you end up losing interest. You don't know how I do it. It honestly is just patience. I started shiny hunting with, like, SOS method, which is a lot easier to do, and it gives you shinies a lot more quickly. And I started that way, and it kind of built up this tolerance for the patience, because okay, you know, shinies are awesome to get, and it's always this, like, super hype feeling when you get one. So I finally felt brave enough, I guess, is one way to put it, to try hunting in Emerald, which is, like, a game where the odds are 1 in 8,192, which is just, it's incredibly hard compared to the newer games. And because I decided to start in it, or because I decided to start doing it, doing it with the stream has made it a lot easier as well, I guess is what I'm trying to say. because I have all of you guys to talk to, which makes it a lot more entertaining. Yes, everyone watched SpongeBob. You're not a fan since he is all sponged up. They're more memorable. Which ones are more memorable? The older episodes are the best. Exactly. Same. At this point, it's like, I don't know. I think some of the original writing staff has changed as well. What will my reaction be when I get the shiny? I'll be super hyped. I don't know, like, how intense the reaction will be. I don't think it's going to be A-Drive levels of, like, screaming and running around the room or anything, because that really can't happen with where I am. Plus, I'm not, like, that loud of a person. But it'll be more than just like, oh, that's it. I mistimed it. You lost interest too, like in shiny hunting. I understand, Moonratia. That happens. Be right back. See you in a bit, Filippo. You get a shiny Pichu, 2 shiny Eevees, a Fletchinder, and a Smeargle with SOS. Yeah, that's how I've caught all of my shinies, and I have about 100. Like, I have almost 900 hours in my copy of Sun. And yeah, it's because SOS chain is like a super easy way to catch shinies. And I know a lot of the newer games, basically every game from Gen 4 on, I believe. Maybe not Gen 5. But at least starting in Gen 4, they started adding methods to hunt for shinies with that made the odds easier, or like the odds increased over time, basically. Emerald RNG gets a lot of dislike for shinies, so most hunt in Ruby or Sapphire version with not dead internal batteries. You can donate your Fire Red. You have 2. Well, thank you. I appreciate it, Wizard. But I do have Leaf Green, which I'm hunting in. But Emerald, it gets a lot of hate because of your first encounter being ridiculous. But once you've gotten that first shiny, once I get a shiny Treecko, I know that I can get shinies early on in the game. I think Filippo just left to do something. But if he comes back, he can attest to the fact that as soon as he found his shiny frame early in the game, he posted like 3 times in a day, like, oh yeah, here's the shiny I caught in 30 minutes. Because you know that you're, like, you know to within like a second what your odds of getting a shiny are. So it makes like shiny badge quests and stuff super easy. It makes hunts for like Rayquaza and Kyogre and stuff really hard. But those you can do runaways for, and it basically makes it like a normal game again. Tixelpip, help guys, help with what? You're David, pleased to meet you. Well, David, welcome to the stream. It is nice to meet you as well. You don't like big YouTubers that stream because nobody gets attention. That's what I like about these smaller streams, is, you know, while I would love to, you know, become bigger and stuff, I like the small streams because it means that, for the most part, I can interact with everyone in chat, you know? Your first shiny was a Poochyena. Awesome. I hope it was a catchable Poochyena. Tony's Go, what is up, man? Welcome back to the stream. What's SOS? Never really heard of that method. So if you've played Pokemon Sun and Moon, it means, you know how, if you played Sun and Moon, you know that wild Pokemon can call in for help after a while. Like once they're low on health, or they're just, you use Intimidate or something, they can call in for help because they're nervous, basically. And so the way you can hunt with that is the more times you knock out their help, the more likely it is to get a shiny. Basically, once it's called in for help 70 times, your odds for shinies go up pretty drastically. Who wants Kanto remakes or Sinnoh remakes? I'd love both. I feel like if they did Kanto again, they would be making them like they did with Johto, where it's kind of part of the story that you go back. Like, I don't think they would just make another Kanto remake, I don't think. Matthew, what's up? Welcome to the stream. So if I get a shiny starter, you can easily get shinies with the game. Yeah. Yeah, so if you get a shiny starter in Emerald, it basically means you can soft reset hunt in grass, knowing that you're always really close to getting a shiny. What is my favorite starter? Rowlet. Rowlet's just too adorable not to be my favorite. Like, Rowlet's actually the reason I got into shiny hunting, I think. So I loved Rowlet so much, I wanted to hunt for a shiny Rowlet, but breeding was taking a while, and I didn't have any Masuda method set up, so I decided, maybe if I get a shiny Ditto, it'll help with breeding. So I started shiny hunting for Ditto, which doesn't actually help. That hasn't been a thing since Gen 2. But that was like, oh, hey, you know, this is actually really fun, even if it's not for, like, my favorite Pokemon of all time. And that's kind of just how I got into it from there. 8,000 tries just for Treecko Johnny Cupcakes. Yep, it's getting pretty intense here. Any uncatchable Poochianas or Zigzagoons? Not yet, Ramastan. We have yet to see a single shiny, which is kind of insane, I think. You're back. You were cleaning your room? Well, welcome back, Vanillux. Slowpoke called for help, then nobody came. He fainted another Slowpoke. Oh no! He just recently bought Pokemon Moon and beat it within 2 days. Yeah, I beat Pokemon Moon, like, definitely within the first week of having it. And then have spent or Sun is my copy, but same game, pretty much. Yeah, I beat it within, I think I beat it by the next Thursday, if it came out, you know, Friday at midnight. I beat it within a week for sure. I think I beat it a little bit quicker than that. And then from there I started completing the Pokedex. Gonna get Ultra Sun Moon? Yes, I want to get both of them. I'm definitely gonna get them. I'd love to be able to stream them. Like, that would be the ultimate goal. But yeah, for sure I'm getting them because I love Sun and Moon so much. You're gonna show all of your shinies in my Discord. That's what you're saying there. Alright, awesome. I hope to see them all. You went 6 full days hunting Corsola from when you woke up to when you go to bed. It's a real pain. Yeah, I feel ya. I've had those times where, aside from being in class and not being able to hunt, Young Goose took about a week of that, which is ended up being a little bit over 24 hours for my, like, 1,600 encounters. Sorry to say this, but you have so much bad luck. I know, like, that's, you don't have to be sorry for saying that. It's kind of obvious. It's been rough. Hopefully we can get it soon, though. Your top 3 favorite Pokemon are Sceptile, Infernape, and Greninja. Awesome. You beat Sun and Moon in like a day and a half. No, wait, a week. I mean, even a week's pretty quick for those games. Too bad you don't like the Gen 7 starters. Dang. It's all personal taste, though, Jay. Personally, like, I like super cute and adorable Pokemon, so Rowlet was an instant pick for me. I can do it. I believe Majestic Taiwan. I believe that we'll be able to get this shiny. Good luck. You're trying to get Treecko on Sapphire too. We will do it. Yeah, hopefully we can get them pretty soon, Ramastan. That would be awesome if we could both get them at the same time. Battling Cynthia again. Johnny Cupcakes, is this on a Game Boy cartridge? It is. We were playing using a Game Boy player for the GameCube, so we can use actual cartridges and capture video output from it. Gen 7 is Sun and Moon, right? Yes. Sceptile, Gardevoir, and Lucario are your top 3. Alright, so I guess if I said mine, it would be Rowlet, Ralts, and then I guess after that it would probably be Milotic. The thing was you were surprised when you beat it because you almost always used Decidueye. Your team was Decidueye, Slowbro, Gengar, Zygarde, Event, Salazzle, and Hariyama. Really? Is Gen 7 going to be the last gen on the 3DS? Maybe. I don't think it's been made official. But Game Freak has said they're working on a mainstream game for the Switch, be it Gen 8 or Gen 9. It hasn't been made official, I don't believe, unless I missed something. But I have a feeling it is. I feel like Gen 8 will be on the Switch. New Pokemon being revealed on September 29th. Really? That's awesome. You come to a lot of Shiny Hunt streams. I go to a lot as well. You hope not. You hope not what? Because there could be more to catch. Like, are you hoping that it's not the last gen on the 3DS? And I don't think it's not going to be the last gen by any means, but I feel like they're moving to the Switch at some point. One of your new friends in school is on U-Bar's Super Smash Bros. Melee. That's awesome, Ethan. You like the idea of them, but really ticked you off was Rowlet's Decidueye losing his flying type. Also, Litten turned into Macho Man, and Popeye just sucks. I actually kind of like Primarina as a final evolution, but yeah, I know a lot of people were upset when they saw Incineroar was on 2 legs again, like every fire starter ends up being. And yeah, Decidueye losing its flying typing it kind of stinks, but at the same time, I do like the ghost typing that it gets. It's not going to be the last Pokemon Gen? Of course not. Yeah, they're not gonna make. Yeah, Palplia doesn't suck. Yeah, no, Palplia doesn't suck. Personally, it is my least favorite of the 3 as their base evolutions, but later on, like Primarina, it goes Decidueye, then Primarina, then Incineroar for me. IGN Generation 37 coming to Pokemon. Okay, one thing that I kept seeing this weekend, or this week, I guess, which really just kept making me laugh, was all of the Pokemon news I kept getting on my phone, because with Android you have like Google Now, which is basically like a curated feed from Google about search results and stuff, and it's like, oh, you're interested in these things. And obviously, Google with YouTube and general Google searches, it's like, oh, you like Pokemon. So it constantly pumps like all this Pokemon information at me. And one of the things it sent me was, Pokemon most likely will not leave Nintendo consoles, and I was just sitting there staring at that like, also in the news, the sky is blue. Like, when would Pokemon leave Nintendo? Unless Nintendo shut down as a company, and even then I feel like Game Freak would just kind of be like, well, game over. Like, why would you ever have thought that Pokemon would leave Nintendo? You got a 2-liter soda, charger, popcorn, sugar wafers, and comfy reclining chair to watch this. You are set, the wizard. Decidueye losing its flying typing is entirely awful. At least it's not 4 times weak to ice anymore. There you go, yeah. Like, I'm glad that it gains the ghost type from it, which is what makes it okay in my opinion. They didn't put much work into the game. I thought they put a lot of work into the game. Especially from, like, a technical standpoint. The game was impressive, you know? Like, the overworld trainers and their, like, their vision cones and stuff, all of that was incredible, like, incredibly dynamic and stuff. Like, I loved how the game looked. I thought it was the most polished Pokemon game yet, personally. Say the farthest gen the Pokemon Company will probably go to is Gen 10. They're running out of names unless we get Pokemon Multiply and Divide. You never know. Like, it'll just depend on what we see happen, honestly. Be this, rip. Rip what, Filippo? Oh no! Why would Pokemon do that? That makes Nintendo the Moolah. Yeah, like, yeah, when I saw that, I was like, they're kind of like almost a Nintendo company at this point. Like, they're not, but Game Freak very rarely makes things not for Nintendo. And they definitely wouldn't make Pokemon not for Nintendo. Ghost type is one of your favorite types. Ghost type is fantastic, especially when I'm shiny hunting. Because it gets rid of like moves like Tackle and stuff. What's my favorite starter besides Rowlet? Probably Treecko. Rip your call. Oh yeah, I got you now. I got you. What Pokeballs do I use for shiny hunting? You use Premier Balls. I use regular Pokeballs. I like catching as many things in regular Pokeballs as I possibly can. Mario and Pokemon basically made Nintendo what it is today. Why Nintendo is so exactly. Yeah, I mean, Mario obviously wouldn't leave. When Mario is Nintendo owned. Like, Pokemon, theoretically, Game Freak could if they wanted to, but they're not going to. But yeah, so I saw, like, that news, and I think I saw some other bit of news that was, like, it was something from a Masuda interview where it's like, Game Freak interested in reviving old Pokemon games. Like, they've already done that 3 times. They're not stopping. Like, what? Why are you... Like, these aren't even news stories. These are just, you like Pokemon stuff. Let's reaffirm Pokemon. You just got your shiny Feebas. That's awesome, Chamomile Tea. Congratulations. You want to be buried at the Pokemon Tower in Kanto? What will the team be for the shiny run? I don't know yet, the Wizard. Like I've said, I don't know if I can actually force a certain encounter, like a certain Pokemon, to be on my shiny team for shiny hunting and Emerald. If I was doing this in a newer game where I can chain for a specific Pokemon, then in theory I could actually hunt for a I could actually like specifically hunt for a team, but I don't know if I can this time. Pokemon, Mario, Smash, and Zelda. Pretty much. Those are like the main reasons I buy their systems, and then occasionally I find another cool game that I'll get. You think Pokemon really could have used public help? It could have been really good. I think Pokemon is, like, Sun and Moon was really good. I don't know what public help they could have used. This is what happens when Game Freak doesn't release Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon news. Pretty much. I feel like, though, these stories get released all the time. It's just Google has now realized how much, like, I follow Pokemon stuff. So it's just pumping every bit of Pokemon information at me until it's exhausted everything. So, like, I'll get a bunch of stuff. Like, they announced that, like, photo studio thing a few weeks back. So I had, like, 3 things about that in my feed. But now that, like, stuff like that, and we haven't heard much recently. It's like, oh, here's those little things that always get confirmed in Game Freak interviews. There's no more colors and minerals, 4 more Pokemon games. We got Pokemon Window and Pokemon Door. I mean, there's probably a lot of different combinations that they could use. We just have to see. Bring back old Pokemon games. That, and also, like, I kind of meant, like, revive. Like, they were specifically talking about... I read it as more of a remakes, which is like, yeah, of course. They've been doing remakes. They've done it multiple times now. They've done the Virtual Console. Sorry you're not too active in chat. You're making a shiny hunting layout. Fair enough. I understand, Tixelpip. Am I streaming until I get the Treecko? I'm gonna keep... I stream for about 2 hours a night. So I don't, like, stream until I get the Pokemon each night. Otherwise, we would have been here for, like, multiple days straight now. But I will continue hunting until we get it. I'm not gonna give up if we don't get it this stream or anything. Senor Charmander and the Wolfinator, welcome to the stream, guys. The only shinies you have are some you won at a giveaway. Shiny Battle Ready, Ninjask, and a Shedinja. Nice. Maybe Nintendo should make Pokemon Maker like Mario Maker. That would be interesting. I don't know how they would actually manage to pull that off, though. Because Mario Maker's a platformer, so it's a lot easier to lay it out. But, like, a Pokemon Maker would essentially be an RPG Maker, which would require a lot more stuff, I feel. Why not Pokemon Windows and Pokemon Apple, with the 3rd game being Linux? You could do that. What about Pokemon Digimon? Yeah, Pokemon, and Pokemon Digimon. There you go. 3rd game's Pokemon Yu-Gi-Oh! There you go, you're set. I just gave Game Freak golden idea right there. Of course they're bringing back old games in the form of remakes. They want people to feel nostalgia. Exactly. Yeah, that's literally what Masuda said too. Was like, basically, yeah, people are nostalgic for these games. We're not dumb. As much as everyone's like, Game Freak hates money, they don't do these things. Game Freak's a business. They like money. Magic Man, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Less than 8,200. I hope so. If we could get it under odds, that'd be fantastic, because it would also mean we're going to get it in the next, like, 50 encounters here. You caught a Groudon in a regular Pokeball. Awesome. I actually caught my Kyogre in Alpha Sapphire in a regular Pokeball as well. The only shiny you have is a Lunatone. You got it in the post-game in black. Well, there you go. You have a shiny. That's more than most people. I will get shiny. I hope so, Wolfinator. I hope to get it today. You'd love Pokemon Maker? Pokemon Maker, like I said, it'd basically be an RPG Maker, which is a lot more complicated than Mario Maker was. But it would definitely be interesting if they could do it. Ash caught a shiny, knocked out, and never used it except 3 times. Yeah, I think we actually had that brought up yesterday, where there was an actual shinies in the anime. Bet I'll get it on the next reset. We'll see, Magic Man. We shall see. It wasn't this one. Maybe you meant the next one. The thing you want the most for Game Freak to implement is actually 66 battle spot battles. You're not interested in the 3D stuff. I think Game Freak's that would definitely be at least Gen 8 before they even consider implementing something like that, because as it stands, the game already struggles with double battles. Pokemon Maker would be awesome. Like, yeah, I said, it would be really cool. It'd just be super complicated. Magic Gaming, welcome to the stream. You never really got into Mario Maker? I didn't either. I never actually messed with it, but yeah, like, there's some things where I'm not good enough at the game to do. Most of the popular maps were ridiculously hard maps. You know, like, at first it may be like, first month or so it's probably like people going, oh cool, look at this, I made like a unique level, and then from there on out it's like, look at the physics we found where we can make blades shoot out of the ground, spit fire, and then have a piranha plant grab you, unless you like have five frames of perfect input, you know? Like, that's what the game very quickly seemed to have become. 8157 will be the shiny. Alright, Wolfinator, I'm holding you to that. Yeah, there was a lot of lag in Sun and Moon. There's a lot of lag in Gen 6, too. It's just like, the models are so detailed that, yeah, the models are so detailed that, what am I trying to say? The models are so, like, detailed that, you know, when you crank the, if you get Citra or something and get a copy of Sun and Moon to load on Citra, the models are incredibly detailed. I've said that like 10 times now, because I'm trying to get the rest of it out. But it's just, they're so detailed that the 3DS has trouble rendering them, especially rendering multiple of them at the same time. Which is where I think they're going to keep the same models, increase the resolution, and then the Switch will run it just fine. But yeah, that's because like when it loads, you know, the 6 models on the screen you have in a trainer double battle, because you have the 2 trainers and then the 4 Pokemon, the system just starts chugging along, and it's noticeable. And it's been noticeable for forever. That's why they removed 3D from the game. Honestly feel like a fun Pokemon game would have all the regions going to war, and then you choose a side, and when you're done you can play on another side to see all their point of views. That honestly kind of reminds me more of like a Fire Emblem game. Like Fire Emblem Fates, having Birthright and Conquest. Thonboy, what is up? Welcome to the stream. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. In Pokemon Alpha Sapphire, you teach Kyogre Surf and ride it. It's actually Kyogre, which is really cool. Yeah, it's really cool when they actually have the accurate Pokemon model show up. Say ABC if the Luminous glitch happened to me. It never happened to me because I wasn't playing Pokemon at the time, but yeah, that really stunk for a lot of people. Actually, one person who was playing Sun and Moon, it was lagging so bad that their game froze. No, that's a lot of lag. Mine did get pretty chuggy, and that's on a new 3DS XL, so I can imagine that on the older ones it was a lot worse. Which is definitely something that they had to take into account when they made the games, and why they can't add a lot of those features back. The stream layout's looking good so far. That is good to hear, Tixelpip. Alfonso Acosta, you wanted to make a Pokemon Emerald ROM version where all the Pokemon are catchable, but making maps is a lot of work. Yep. And 81.99. We'll see. We'll see, Munatita. We will see. Ethan Tran, who is my favorite shiny? That is Shiny Milotic. Because Milotic's already a super cool Pokemon. And it was, you know, Gen 3, it's super rare and everything. And then I saw it shiny a few weeks ago. Ethan Tran, thank you for the sub. And I saw it shiny recently. And I was like, oh, I instantly need to catch that. So I went out and caught 2 Feebas, like, as my next hunts. Pokemon Conquest is basically going to war. There you go. It's a spin-off game, but, I mean, yeah, spin-off games are still Pokemon games. They're not mainstream, but they're still Pokemon games. Tino Gnomes, thank you for the sub. Or Tino Gomez, whichever way it is pronounced, and if it's not one of those, let me know. I am sorry. Sorry about that. Ooh. You love spin-off games. Yeah, spin-off games aren't bad by any means. Who am I going to hunt next? So after we get Treecko, I'm going to be doing a shiny badge quest, and I don't know if I can actually guarantee a specific Pokemon I'm hunting after this, but it'll be something catchable before the first gym. And then I'm also hunting in Leaf Green with a Charmander right now. That'll be what we stream tomorrow. Like, I alternate each day with those two, and once we get Charmander, I'm going to be playing the game through until we can get Zapdos, and hunting for that. What was my first shiny? My first shiny was a shiny Ditto in Pokemon Sun. I wanted a shiny Rowlet, and I didn't know how Masuda method worked at the time, so I was just kind of like, maybe, because this hunt's taking a while, because a shiny hunt, of course it's going to take a while, maybe if I go for a, if I get a shiny parent, it'll be more likely to give a shiny offspring, which isn't the case, but nonetheless, I went and got a shiny Ditto fairly quickly. And that was my first hunt. Or my first successful hunt. I had done a bunch where I was like, oh, I'm going to shiny hunt, and then gave up after like 20 tries. Doesn't matter. Alright. That is good to know, Tino. You had fun times playing Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Blue Rescue Team. I still need to play a Mystery Dungeon game. Like, I haven't played many of the spin-offs. I think the only one I actually played was Pokemon Pinball. And Hector Corretto Rodriguez, you subbed. I appreciate it, man. Thank you for the sub. Pokemaster MC, thank you for the sub. Your first shiny hunt was a full odds Scatterbug. Nice. Yeah, this is my first full odds hunt. Most of my hunts have been SOS method, which means that like my longest hunt before this was 1600. Salve from Curitiba, Brazil. Well, Rodrigo Lopez, welcome to the stream. Shiny Ditto is the best shiny because it can be any shiny. It doesn't actually transform into other shinies, though. It transforms into whatever form the other Pokemon is. God of Hyperdeath, thank you for the sub. If I do play Pokemon XD, Gale of Darkness, and Coliseum, I have definitely considered those because, you know, I have a GameCube here to play them on. I just would need to get copies of them. I have to see if my friend has those. Today you caught a shiny Zubat in Sun. Awesome, Diego. That's really cool. I need to catch a Zubat as well. I've just been avoiding it because it's Zubat. Let's get him to 800 by the end of the stream. We're really close, aren't we? XD Gale of Darkness is good, you've heard. I've heard it's pretty good too. God of Hyperdeath, your first shiny was a shiny Magikarp. You got it yesterday. That's awesome, man. I love shiny Magikarp. That gold color is so cool. I've almost hit 8192. Let's hope you don't go over. Beta, I hope we don't go over. I also just realized we passed 8150, so I need to reset the save here. So we're going to go ahead and do that now. XD is by far one of your favorite, if not your favorite, Pokemon games. Alright, I definitely need to check it out if I can. Like, if I can get a hold of a copy of it, because I have a GameCube I can play it on right here. You got a shiny Gyarados also from that shiny. Yeah, that is true, because you can evolve it. I like both of them. It's just, you know, Gyarados has that little tiny factor of being of technically, you know, not being as rare of a shiny because of Johto. But either way, it's still pretty cool. Visual Boy Advanced for your PC. How can you play? Oh, for how can you play Pokemon Emerald without a Game Boy? Yeah, if you can find an emulator online and then get a ROM somehow. I can just play it on an emulator, a GameCube emulator. I could, but I like doing stuff more legit if I can. In smartphone, you can do it on smartphone as well. For Android, there's an app called My Boy, and on iOS, there's an emulator that you can find called Delta Emulator. You beat XD Gale of Darkness. It was amazing. Plus, no, once you beat the game and purify all the Shadow Pokemon, you can transfer them over to Emerald like you did. Really? That's cool. Senior Charmander, what's my favorite Pokemon? My favorite Pokemon is Rowlet. What's my favorite Pokemon spin-off? Like I said, I haven't played many. The only one I've actually played is Pokemon Pinball, which was pretty entertaining, so I guess I'd say Pokemon Pinball. I don't know, that feels like a really weird one to say, but it's the only one I have experience with. When you fight the Battle Tree, the first Mega, you will get a Gyarados set. Really? I haven't actually done much in the Battle Tree. I did it enough so I could buy a second upgrade to get a second Porygon 2, but that's all I've really done. Is your favorite Pokemon Lotad? That's also a familiar. Lotad and Seedot were some of my favorite Pokemon from Gen 3. What if you got Android, GBA, MyBoy, etc.? Yeah, if you just like look up Game Boy Advance emulator, you can find a bunch. Search MyBoy APK for the full version for free. It was 16 times speed. Yeah, you could do that. And with the speed increase, it would help a lot. But I can't do that because I'm actually playing on a GameCube. Have I noticed the new look of YouTube? I've noticed it, but, you know, browsers do a weird thing where they, like, cache a web page. So even if the website changes, it might not change for everyone immediately. So what I've noticed is, on, like, my laptop, I have the new version. But on my desktop, which stays logged in a lot, it still looks like the old version of YouTube. Your favorite spin-off is Pokemon Dash. Alright. Your favorite Pokemon is Noibat. That's awesome. But APKs are illegal. No, they're not. APKs are just... They can be very sketchy because if you download... What you download from the Play Store is an APK. It's just, if you download an APK from not the Play Store, Google hasn't checked it. That's what's nervous. That's what can make people nervous about those. What's my favorite Pokemon game? It's actually Pokemon Sun. Even though one of my favorite region is Hoenn and my favorite gen is 3, Pokemon Sun's actually my favorite Pokemon game right now. Just the mechanics of it and everything are so nice. The like attention to detail Game Freak had, and as like someone who's a computer science major, a lot of the stuff they did is really impressive. And also I have 900 hours in the game, so that kind of helps. Shiny Entei, really, Casper? That's awesome. You want to shiny hunt a starter on Fire Red or Leaf Green, but you don't know which one. Well, I'm hunting Charmander, so I call dibs on that. I'm just kidding, though. You can hunt for it. Personally, favorite Pokemon in terms of Kanto starters is Squirtle. I just go for whatever your favorite one is. Any ROM hacks I suggest? I haven't played any ROM hacks, so I would not know. First encounter, really? That's pretty impressive, Casper. You have Pokemon Sun? That is awesome, God of Hyperdeath. Your favorite gen is 3. Your favorite gens are 3, 6, and 7. Awesome. That actually lines up with mine pretty well too, I'd say. You like Gen 3 the most, but Sun was a step above X and Y for sure. I think. You know, it's a gen up first off, so it already has that bit of an advantage. But there's also the fact that in Gen 6, I feel like there's a lot less polish with the 3D. You know, like they hadn't quite figured out how they were going to do movement that wasn't just in the 4 directions. So X and Y had a bit of an issue, but ORAS fixed that, and then Sun and Moon built upon it even more. You're going to go for a Squirtle? Awesome, Tixelpit. Your favorite Pokemon is Charizard. That is awesome. Oki Taborga Claros. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. And yep, also welcome to the stream, so you're asking for me to say hi. I'm sorry though if I mispronounced your name. Next month, Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, Super Mario Odyssey, etc. It's not next month because they're not until November. At least not Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. How do you set up the encounters counter? Your noob. That's okay. I have some software called Auto Hotkey, which works as a script. Look up like live stream counter on Google, because the one I actually found is something that a dude wrote to do death counts in Dark Souls when he did speedruns and stuff. So I would look up like live stream counter, and there should be plenty of people who have already set it up for you, because I just copied mine from someone else. Since you said that there was lag on Sun and Moon, I was going to get Sun and Omega Ruby and a 2DS XL. Is it worth it? Yeah, I mean, the lag isn't, like, bad. There's no lag outside of battles. Basically, the place where you'd have lag are things like, in Sun, it's like Battle Royale. In Omega Ruby, it'd be Horde battles. It's just where there are a lot of, like, detailed Pokemon on the screen, which happens inside battles. It doesn't happen in the overworld, and it doesn't mess with the game at all, I don't feel. Like, personally, I don't think so. Also, people say this just to make people feel better, but, I mean, you're cool. Awesome, Hyperdeath. I appreciate that. You should do a Uranium playthrough. It's a good fan game. I started playing Uranium at one point, but it was I don't know. I didn't like the art style as much. I don't know. I'd have to get another try. You only have a DS, so what Pokemon games do you recommend? So you mean like a regular DS, not a 3DS? I would recommend Platinum because I haven't played Gen 5, so I can't really recommend it. Your team in Pokemon Sun is Incineroar, Solgaleo, Kommo, Alolan Ninetales, Vikavolt, and Shiny Gyarados. Nice. No problem, Raphael. Anytime I can help, I'd love to do so. Heart Gold and Platinum, for sure. Completely forgot Heart Gold, Soul Silver. I need to play those as well, but I've heard they are fantastic. The new 3DS XL and new 2DS XL run Sun and Moon very well, but the old 3DS, they don't run it as well. Yeah, that is true. Basically, the systems that say new, like in the actual title of the system, will run it a lot better. But I know my girlfriend played on her like old 3DS XL, and it was fine. It's just you're gonna have a few more stutters in the battles. I still haven't seen anyone really have issues in the overworld. You caught Shiny Entei? That is good, Casper. I'm glad you didn't mess it up. Heart Gold, Soul Silver is a must play. I know. I've been told so many times that I need to. I just need to actually get copies of the game. You only have Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, not Platinum, so does that matter? Oh, you can't get Giratina. I don't know what else you can't get. But for the most part, the story, I think, you know, Diamond and Pearl pretty much have the same story, but Platinum does have a bit different of a story. You might make it so the hotkey is Control R, so when you reset, it also updates the counter. That would actually be pretty clever if you could do that, Tixelgood. I would add a way, I guess if you're doing that way, you don't need it as much, but you can make it where you, like, lower the count as well. The one thing I would say is you have to remember to turn it off after you're done streaming. Mine is set to F11 and F12. F12 increases it, F11 decreases it in case I hit it, like, an extra time or something. And that's because if I leave it on, I'm not going to accidentally type it. Your 2DS runs Sun and Moon pretty good, not too much lag. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, that's what I think is like. It runs it fairly well, aside from like inside battles is where I have issues even on a new 3DS. You know, the only one of the YouTubers that actually responds to your comment. Really, I mean, that's what I like about being kind of small right now. Still, is I'm taking full advantage of the fact that I can still talk to most of you guys. You have to beat the game to get Giratina. Yep. Have I ever caught a shiny Fub? I don't know what Pokemon that's supposed to be. Will I end the stream when I catch a Treecko? At this point, yes, we are kind of close to when I was going to end the stream anyways. So if we do encounter a shiny, it'll probably be the end for the day. But like on a normal day, if we caught the Treecko before like the last 30 minutes, we would definitely switch it over to the Charmander. That was a very bad word. Yes, that was a very bad word. Alright, as you found a guide on OBS's site. There you go. That'll do. He's timed out for right now. We'll see if he comes back. If he does anything else, then yeah, he'd be added to the list of the very few people that are actually banned. But in Platinum, you get Giratina via the Distortion World. Oh, so you actually can get it in... Oh, in Platinum. Yeah, you get it in the Distortion World. So you can get Giratina in the other games too. I can do it. Majestic Taiwan, I believe I can do it as well. I hope we get this thing before we hit full odds. Welcome back, Jay the Programmer. I hope we get it as well. I believe in myself, God of Hyperdeath. If this is a shiny one, we'll see. We will see. Anyone have recommendations to take on the Battle Frontier in Emerald? Do you need EV-trained Pokemon? I actually don't know. I haven't done Battle Frontier. Ultra Space is just a sad Distortion World. I feel like it's going to be really built upon in Sun and Moon. Or Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. Got a cute PG? Yep. For sure. But I did see a funny video yesterday where apparently you can actually go and hatch eggs in Ultra Space. Because, you know, it's not that big of a place, so you can just, like, hunt, or you can hatch eggs in Ultra Space and they actually show up as, like, you having hatched them in Ultra Space. You're shiny hunting Salandit in Pokemon Moon. Good luck, Brody Fisher. I hope you get it. And I hope it's female so you can get it make it a Salazzle. Unicorn puppies, do I ever get demotivated? I haven't been getting demotivated with these. Most of my hunts that I do off stream are in Sun and Moon, which means they're SOS chain hunts and they go a lot more quickly. But this hunt, like, I haven't been demotivated because I have all of you guys to talk to. You love Treecko? I love Treecko as well, Elijah. Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon better step up. Ultra Space? I believe so. You actually hatched an egg in Ultra Space. There you go, yeah. That way, like, the one's like, oh yeah, you picked it up from the nursery and then hatched it in Ultra Space. Like, I feel like I should do all of my breeding in Ultra Space, even though it'll take the extra time of continuously walking up to the altar of Sun. All that you hope is it's female. Exactly. What shinies should you hunt for next? It depends on what shinies you already have. You wish you could get a Cosmog egg. Me too. That would be really nice. I wish Cosmog wasn't shiny locked, but at the same time, its shiny's really disappointing. Sceptile is one of your favorite Pokemon of all time. It just looks so cool. Yeah, it is pretty cool. That was my main starter when I played through Emerald. I had originally picked Mudkip, but then I realized that was going horribly against May. Also, is my name Ian? Yeah, I do. My name is actually Ian. You only have shiny Gyarados. Well, hey, you have a shiny. That's more than most people. It sounded like I said Jay the Programmer. When? You still have your Cosmog, obviously named him Nevi. Exactly. I, unfortunately, didn't name mine because I slipped my mind entirely at the time. You named your Lunala that too. Well, there you go. Cool. Good luck. Thank you, God of Hyperdeath. I appreciate it. Skitty appears. Nya. Nya. Chase his tail. Says, what's up, man? Welcome back to the stream. We are just hunting for this Treecko still. We're about to pass odds, which is just crazy to think about. If I want to rename my Cosmog or Segalia, remember there's the Name Raider in Halloween City. Yep, there is. I should do that at some point. You're going to change your name soon, so if you want to call me God of Hyperdeath, call you Aiden. Alright. Alright, Aiden. I will try to remember. Treecko, where is your shiny? I know, right? Spammed numbers and outcome was 1, 2, 3, 4. Interesting. That is pretty interesting. I'm one of your favorite YouTubers and streamers. I read your comments all the time, and you make really good content. Thank you, JJ. I appreciate that, man. It's always nice hearing that, like, you guys like this. And yeah, I try my best to, like, you know, interact with all of you guys, because that's kind of the point of streaming. Like, it'd be boring if I just sat here and saw free set Pokemon without saying anything to you guys. What's the place in Diamond Pearl Platinum where you get Shaman? What is it called? I don't know, actually. An Overrod's nightmare is happening. I know, Felipe, we're getting very close to full odds here. And very close to Overrod's. We can no longer consider ourselves lucky at that point. Flower Paradise. Alright. You have a shiny Haunter? That's awesome, Matthew. I need to get one of those as well. I've been avoiding hunting ghost types because False Swipe. I did hunt for Sandygast, but that's just because I really like Sandygast. Mimikyu's next on that list before I go for a lot of the ghost types. Do I only stream, just want to know. So right now I've only been streaming, but I want to make like more actual videos. I'm actually working on trying to set stuff up for it right now. I just have to like figure out exactly how I want to do it. Your brother did this like 2 years ago, and he said that there were like 11,000. Yeah, that's pretty up there. That's pretty crazy. Can't find the little animated 3D model for Shiny Squirtle on Google. Wish you could find a site with all of them. There is actually. I forget how I found it. I think I searched like Pokemon Shiny sprites, and there's a website that has all of them. Yeah, I don't remember what exactly I searched for it, but because it was months ago. People say just because you're nice, you always sub to people, but you have a reason for subbing. To me, it's so amazing. I appreciate that, Aiden, man. I really appreciate that. I like seeing that you guys are subbing just because you like the content and not for any other reason. At least go to 9192. You mean 8192? I'm definitely going there. We'll probably go to at least 8200. Because we got 15 minutes left at the very least. Maybe if you play Pokemon game with your shiny Treecko, Treecko will pop out shiny. Maybe, says he. It could never hurt to try. KFC Bucket, what's up, man? Welcome back to the stream. The Gaming Wolf, still no luck. Yep, unfortunately, we still have not had luck. False swipe, yeah, like false swipe with ghost types is a pain in the butt. Like that's the entire reason that I haven't hunted for more ghost types. Sorry about that, guys. Just check something real quick. Dabs in real life. There you go. You believe? I believe too, Munotita. I believe that we can get this shiny. Did I encounter Shiny Zigzagoon once? Since I started, I have not encountered Shiny Zigzagoon at all. Which is kind of unfortunate. We haven't seen any Shinies in the past 8,000 plus encounters. Is there a True Swipe? That's one that KOs the Pokemon instantly. 8192 is a good number to get Shiny Starters. You and your friend had Shiny Starters on the 8192nd try. Hey, I mean, that is full odds, so... Start singing Believer, like start singing I'm a Believer. Suddenly remembering flashbacks to watching Shrek like multiple times. Greninja L Pokemon Semi-Legendario, thank you for the sub. Is there going to be a raid tonight? We'd have to find someone first. For sure. I don't know, I feel like 7 o'clock at night is like one of the, like a weird time for people to be starting shiny hunting, or to already be hunting. You love Zygarde shiny, you hate how shiny locked. Me too. I really wish Zygarde was possible to get shiny. It's such a nice shiny, I agree. Like that, the white and green looks so cool. You're gonna shiny hunt for Pikipek. Awesome! Pikipek's a cool shiny. The only problem I had with the hunt was I was trying to use Recycle and Lepa Berries with my Smeargle, and Pikipek's hidden ability is Pickup, so occasionally the Lepa Berry would just no longer be usable by me. What will I do when I get the shiny Treecko? What will I do when I get the shiny Treecko? I will be doing a shiny badge quest in Emerald where I like record all of the video between each hunt, but then because of the shiny badge quest, I have to do a hunt before each gym. Which means like we'd play through the first battle with May, we'd play up to Roxanne, and then it'd be like, alright guys, we got a shiny hunt. And I'd start live streaming shiny hunts of whatever that Pokemon is. And then once we get that, we'd pick up the hunt where we left off. Or we'd pick up the Let's Play where we left off. Manuel Carrillo, have I found it? I have not found it yet, unfortunately. You can stream again. You can stream Mystery Dungeon. Hey, you know, that could work. Again, Treecko shiny, can't believe this. I know, we're still going for this Treecko. We're getting very close to being on odds, which is kind of crazy. There are people shiny hunting right now. That's good. Adam Dawson, what's up, man? Well, welcome back to the stream. Coldness awaits. Hunting for a shiny starter can be extremely annoying, but it's totally worth it. Best of luck. Yeah, I know. Like, this hunt's been pretty brutal so far. But at the end of the day, once we get it, it'll be so satisfying. Plus, because it's Emerald, the RNG issue suddenly becomes something that's in our favor. Your favorite Mega has to be Mega Rayquaza. Second favorite is Mega Gyarados. 3 is Alakazam. Alright. If I get the shiny on 89 or 8912, or I'd be like, That'd be interesting. Yeah, the one number flips. I kind of got it mixed up. If you mean 8192, I'd kind of laugh, but I'd still just be super excited. It'd be like an excited laugh at that point. $81.91, like, that'd still technically be lucky, you know? Smogon should make a tier called No One Likes You Pokemon. This is the only Pokemon that should be in it is Unknown. Why would Unknown be the only Pokemon in that category? You think you found the sprites? Awesome. Yeah, there was one website I found that had all of the, Gen 3 sprites, and I found one that had, all the 3D models. What's my favorite Kalos shiny? I don't... it might be Greninja, honestly. You've caught a shiny Caterpie, Poochyena, and Golduck. Awesome, Matthew. 81.92, good one. Yeah, I know. We're 4 encounters away from being on odds. If you stream Mystery Dungeon, will I raid you? Sure. I mean, if we can get that set up, and we know that you are going by the time I'm done, because I'll be wrapping up, probably around 7 Eastern time, so in about 10-ish minutes. I don't know, depends on how long it takes to get to full odds. You failed a shiny Cyndaquil today. Oh no, Eric, that stinks. That really stinks, man. Pug Bucket, 8,200. We'll see. We may go that far just because we are going to be very close to that. 81.92 would be epic. It's the percentage of shiny, exactly. It would be pretty crazy to get it that on odds. What's my favorite Alola shiny? Minior. Minior is so awesome. You caught a shiny Rayquaza. That's awesome, the Pirate Gamer. You'll set it up. Alright, man. Diamond00, hello, welcome to the stream. Oh geez, you're also live. Well, I might have to raid 2 people at once then, I don't know. Here's the crazy part, your shiny Magikarp, no one is going to believe, but the shiny Magikarp appeared on the 15th SOS call. Hey, I mean, I've had some appear pretty early too. I had one appear on like the 32nd. So it happens, it definitely happens. Did I find the shiny last night? Eric, we unfortunately did not find the shiny last night. You're new, but you're going to sub. Keep up the good work. Alright, Pirate Gamer, I appreciate that, man. Do I watch Game of Thrones? I've only seen Season 1. I need to watch more. But so far I've only seen Season 1. 81.92 hype. So this is 81.91, guys. We're going to see if we get it and technically still be lucky. Otherwise, we're going to have to see full odds and get super hype for the full odds shiny. But nope, we are not technically lucky on this. But now we are going to see if it'll happen on odds, which would be super hype. You're so lucky you freaked out so much. I would too. I did too when I saw mine, because I wasn't expecting it at all yet. I was like, okay, we still got like 40 more encounters before we start even considering it happening. But alright guys, moment of truth. Pirate Gamer, BTD, battles, and more. Thank you for the sub. Yeah, hype it up, guys. We are checking this out right now. Hopefully this will be shiny. That would be amazing. Not Poochyena. Zigzagoon wasn't shiny, but moment of truth now. Moment of truth. And it wasn't shiny, guys. So we are going to go ahead and go to 8,200 and then wrap up the stream. What incarnation? Yeah, I know. We just passed odds. You never freak out when you find a shiny. I don't like externally freak out, but every single time I find a shiny, I get like it's almost because I get super quiet because inside I'm panicking. I'm like, don't mess this up. Gotta catch it. Don't mess this up. You know? Yeah, man. Unfortunately, guys, this is now an unlucky hunt, and it's gonna, of course, like happen right after this because now we're unlucky when we get it, and it'll just like pop up. 66% chance of hitting a shiny by now. Yeah, I know. Like, I think those odds are a little bit less in our favor. Just because with Emerald the RNG's messed up, and I know I haven't been doing, like, effectively been timing my inputs correctly. Welcome back, Mau Mau. You just missed the on odds encounter. But we're going for about, I guess, 5 more encounters plus a Mudkip just to end the stream. In Ruby, you always get a shiny between 120 and 170 encounters. That's really lucky, actually. Next encounter, not going to happen. You gotta be optimistic though. The Treecko is impossible. It broke the rules. I mean, they can take a while. You would have given up by now if it were you. Fair enough, Adam. Fair enough. Majestic Taiwan, if you want to go ahead and go live, you can do that. I'll be ending the stream in about 4 encounters here. But yeah, I definitely would have given up if it wasn't for the streaming. Or I would have at least taken a break for a very long time. You're going to Shiny Hunt for Piggyback? Good luck, Aiden. I hope you get it. Let's do a raid. We actually have one set up, Sezzy. We're going to go... Majestic Taiwan said he's going to be starting a live stream very shortly, so we're going to be raiding him at the end of this. Just use an action replay and the shiny cheat much quicker and easier. I mean, we can't really... I guess with an action replay I could, but... then it's not as fun. At this point we've gone so long that it'd kind of be like cheating ourselves if we didn't just go until we get it. Vanillix, what? You seem very excited. You're live shiny hunting Suicune and Pokemon Crystal if anyone wants to drop by. Well, we'll have to... I'll drop links to, I guess, both of y'all's channels at the end of the stream. But what was Vanillix? Vanillix, what are you so excited about? You're laughing against the shiny Mudkip. I'd honestly be okay with it, but guys, we have 2 more encounters of Treecko for the night. You're going to shiny hunt for Mareep or a Treecko tomorrow by Masuda method. Well, whichever one you choose, man. Good luck, Malmo. You just got a shiny Ho-Oh on your Heart Gold at 1,000 encounters. Dude, that's crazy. Ace Trainer, you're saying 8201. Well, we'll have to check that one out tomorrow, unfortunately, because we are doing one more encounter of this tree. I think we're coming back, guys. I think we are coming back. Yeah, you missed my reaction. I said it was pretty nice. But guys, we have one more encounter. The stream did not want us to have it. We have one more encounter of this Treecko. And then we're going to do a Mudkip as we wrap the stream up and go and raid Majestic Taiwan here. Alright, but we didn't get Treecko this stream, unfortunately, so as I wrap things up with this with a Mudkip encounter, I just want to say, you know, to everyone one last time, everyone who likes and subscribes to these streams, it means so much to me. And seeing everyone in chat, it's always so awesome. Because, you know, you guys make this so much more entertaining, you know. I probably would have given up on this a long time ago if it wasn't for all of you guys. Moment of truth. And we did not get a Mudkip this stream either. So I will see you all again tomorrow with a Charmander stream. But first of all, I'm going to go ahead and drop this link to Majestic Taiwan's stream for everyone to go and raid him. So stop by, say hashtag mindless raid, and I will see you guys again tomorrow.